why did I become an anarchist? The choices of political affiliation are enormous. And my introduction to most of them was through pamphlets and leaflets that I would pick up at various anti-nuclear and anti-war demonstrations. And none of the things that I picked up ever made enough sense to me on the whole. And I really liked the idea of the challenge of an anarchist perspective, which was figure it out. Don't let somebody else decide what you should think or do, but figure it out for yourself. And for a budding, I don't want to be too smug, but for a budding intellectual, that's probably a really good place to go. Someone, a bunch of people saying, we don't have the answer, figure it out, here's some stuff that you might want to look at, and then come back and we'll give you something to follow up on that after you've assimilated it. And the progressives, the liberals, the social democrats, the left communists, the Stalinists, the Trotskyists, the Maoists, I've been exposed to all those folks since I first started out in the anti-war movement. And like I said, none of them made enough sense to me to make me want to pursue them organizationally or even individually. Most of them are intellectual bullies, and that's part of the problem with authoritarianism in general, is that they are so sure of themselves and they have no doubts that you should be like them. And there's just something in my personality that rejects and otherwise bristles at that idea. So anarchism seemed the best way to go. And I actually don't like the label anarchist because it implies a whole set of rules and regulations on its own as an ideology. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like being an editor of a magazine called Anarchy, not Anarchism. And it goes to what I would consider the difference between the two, which is anarchy is a condition where people live without the state and without institutionalized hierarchies. And anarchism is a system that is prescriptive about what needs to be present in a society in order for anarchists to recognize it as anarchist. And that becomes somewhat problematic